Black Dragon, and welcome to another edition of Black Dragon Biker TV. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. And listen here, this is Sunday night Bible study with Black Dragon, where typically we do some study out of the one of my books I've written, like Prospects Bible or the Sergeant at Arms Bible, Public Relations Officer's Bible. And I just want to thank you all for tuning into that. One of my club brothers, Vader, told me that that's something I should be doing, and I'll be darned if it hasn't turned out to be a good thing. So tonight we're going to talk about an interesting topic, retired brothers running. I keep saying and trying not to do that. I'm checking right now to see that you guys can hear me good. Good to see you. Okay, so I think you guys are seeing me good. So tonight we're going to do retired brothers running new brothers and prospects out of the club. And so I got an email that was really kind of interesting. Black Dragon, can you do a video that's serious and near and dear to my heart? We have retired brothers that are running new members and prospects out of the club. The are not retired, but retired and older members running new brothers out of the club. And then in a caption he says, and they've clicked up together, and now they're like turning on all the new guys and all the prospects. He says this is really kind of sucks, and I would like to know if you could talk about that a little bit. And when I thought about it, I said, well, damn, you've just probably described me. And I don't know if I want to do that video, because retired brothers or older brothers that are running new brothers out of the club sounds about like me. And so I thought I would have that discussion a little bit for tonight's video, maybe 10 or 15 minutes on that topic, and kind of tell you, since you guys asked, kind of tell you how I feel about it and how it affects me in the club. So I think it comes, and I'm going to scoot up in the chair so I can see you guys' questions when you ask me, but I think it comes, this thing is, I think it's age old, and it happens in every society, whether it's the motorcycle club, the mafia, caveman. You have young guys that are coming in, and you have older guys that have been there. And there is this dynamic between older people and younger people. And sometimes it's a really good dynamic, but sometimes it's not a good dynamic. And it causes, and motorcycle clubs are interesting because we're all in this together. And motorcycle clubs are one of the few places where, like in my motorcycle club, the oldest member of the club is 74. He's the founder, the man who started the club. And then we have guys all the way down to like 18 years old. So where do you get a group of males, a group of anybody that is together from 18 to 74, and everybody's in the same club and working towards the same goal? I mean, you don't see that a lot in society. In society, we try to put older people away and young people go do their things. And any of you guys who have teenagers, about the time they get 15 or 16, they're done with you until they're about 25 or 30. They're trying to move off and do their own thing. So I think it's a thing in society where we don't gel elders and younger people. We don't gel as perhaps maybe we should. So I don't think that it should be surprising that you would find it in motorcycle clubs. So let me say this, having seen both perspectives, being in the club for over 30 years. So I was in the club as a young buck that everybody was trying to tell, shut up and be quiet and sit down. And now I'm in the club as an OG that everybody's trying to tell, shut up and be quiet and sit down. And so what you tend to see when he said we got the older guys that are clicked up, and he said putting the younger guys out and screwing with the younger guys over what he calls bullshit. So let me kind of tell you how that gets started. It gets started because younger guys in the club, new guys in the club, when they come in with vigor and piss and testosterone and their chest poked out, and you younger guys just don't listen. You don't listen, and you think you know everything. And it's so difficult to deal with you because nothing we say will you listen to. And then we also have these other biases, like we think you come from a candy ass generation. You didn't wake up with the crows like we did, and the roosters, and you weren't working before sunup. You didn't have to walk to school in the snow 5 miles there uphill both ways, like we had to walk uphill both ways in 5 miles of snow. My kid asked me, well, how could it be uphill both ways? If it was uphill going, it would be downhill coming back home. And I said, because we had to walk in a circle. So that's why it was uphill both ways. But we have this feeling that you guys haven't earned what you got. You young guys, conversely, have the feeling that we're old. We're out of touch. We don't know what the hell we're talking about. The stuff that we did worked back in the day, but it doesn't work today. And therefore, there's this natural war that we're fighting between one another. This natural shifting of power, like how do I get my place? And the problem comes with the old guy realizing once you move me out of power, then you're going to discard me. I've seen it in my own club. You move the old guys out of power and you discard them. All of a sudden, they're no longer invited to the boards or the chat rooms, or, you were a president for 10 years. You're not a president now. You're a regular damn member. You're an RFM, regular effing member. But the first time you run into trouble, who do you call? The regular effing member. But this old guy has power, and he doesn't want to see his power go away just yet. If you would just wait a little while, we'll give you the power. We can't do this forever. But you come in the club in 2 years, you want to be a president in 2 years. And the funny thing is, if enough of you guys come in the club and you get the vote, we watch the guys that really don't know what they're doing come in, vote themselves into positions of power, shut the old guys out, and then now the club's in trouble, and it's too late to do anything about it. So you see the old guys in power. Wash your ass. And this, my friends, creates the conflict that we see that the young man wrote about. It says, see the old guys clicking up. Well, yeah, they're going to click up to hold on to their power, to hold on to their structure, to hold on to the club the way they've always known it to be. So this is the guys trying not to be made irrelevant, and guys trying to gain their relevancy. Guys who think they haven't earned it yet, and guys who think, well, it doesn't take 15 years to earn it. And I've talked about this before. The younger guy today is more equipped than we were back in the day. He has more education at his fingertips. He has more data. Hell, we got a cell phone so powerful. This cell phone has a better CPU in it than I used to fight Russians on a nuclear-powered submarine. The cell phone computing capabilities that you have in your hand are better computing capabilities than the AN Yuck 7 mainframe computer that I used to target other countries with nuclear weapons. And so you have a powerhouse of information right there at the tips of your hands, like a tricorder on Star Trek. You can look at this thing and tell everything from the direction of the wind to how far Mars is from here. So for us older guys, we have to realize the younger guys are a hell of a lot more equipped, a lot more data, a lot more information at their fingertips. And maybe they are getting it sooner than we got it. We feel like the younger guys don't deserve what we had to impart back in the day. They don't deserve. They haven't worked as hard for what they have. But isn't that what you do in generation? Doesn't one generation work hard so that the next generation doesn't have to toil at such a meaningless task so that they can enjoy things that you didn't enjoy when you were younger? That's what we do for our children. So perhaps as older guys, maybe we should think about doing that for the MC. Somebody says young guys aren't willing to give the one thing they want back, and that's respect. And the knowledge that they have just passing other older members. Let me see. The knowledge that and the knowledge that they lose deposing older members. So that's how we older guys see it. We see it as you don't have respect. And once you get rid of, call that a brain drain, once you get rid of me and you put me to the side like you want to do, the club has now suffered a brain drain. And I've seen it happen in clubs where you got a 50-year-old club and the most senior member has only been in the club 10 years. And they want to run around on the set with 50 years of, like they got 50 years of experience. They want to be treated like a 50-year-old club. You got a 50-year-old, 10-year-old club. And it's an interesting thing because they make crazy, stupid decisions. Stupid only because they have not the experience. And the way that guys want to change MC protocol up, you still got major clubs out there that are still run the traditional way. So your ideas of how you think it should be don't always work. Most of the time they don't work. So you got the older guy trying to hold on and the younger guy trying to move. And the younger guy wants you to be gone now because it's his time now. And the older guy says your time is coming. And then you have the balance of power. When the older guys have that power, they're going to click up on your ass and sit you down and shut you up. So what is the natural median between the two? Somebody says, we are all Pep's children. In the Mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation, we are lucky that the father of our nation will talk with anyone. So, we are fortunate enough that this motorcycle club, mine, that we still have the man with us that started us. But what most people don't know about that is he has been put out of our club 3 or 4 times by people who thought he wasn't relevant, that had control and had command. And what he did was prevailed and continued to be there for us to us the way. So, man, if he was a quitter all the times he'd been disrespected, and this is the tough part that the young guys, the young G's don't understand, that your naked attempts at the grab of power sometimes is just plain old disrespectful. And that's why we squash you like a bug, because we know what'll happen if we don't. Then there's this thing called resilience and this thing called long-term survival. You got a guy that's been doing this bike club thing in your club for 43 years. He has endured and survived. And I remember a lot of the times I've seen all these guys, they come and go in clubs and they were the boss and they did all blah, 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 and they made it up to the top. And 4 years later, they're not even in the club anymore. Everything they did is forgotten. Well, these are the things that we see. And one of the reasons that we hold on so strong, so hard to keep the club the right way in which it should go. My good friend retired from I won't say the name of the club, says these young boys are on a whole new level of well, I got to get closer to this thing, on a whole new level, but bring way too much attention to the club. So this is a 1%er club he's talking about, and he says that the young guys are on a whole new level and bring way too much attention. So when you start talking about that level of club, that's another problem that they have. They have the young guys that are wild and uncontrollable, kind of untamable. And those guys bring heat on the club that a lot of times they don't understand that they bring. Like a lot of those guys are not up on things like RICO and the Homeland Security and all of these acts and all of these alphabets that are out to get clubs. So when the older guys see this, they've already been where you're going. They already know the mistakes you're going to make. They've made them. Only thing is, when they made mistakes, there wasn't RICO back then. The charge that not only would get you for the dumb SHIT you do, but it's going to catch everybody down the road, all the members of the chapter, all the leaders of the chapter, all the way up to the national president, who's sitting in Hawaii fishing right now. He comes back to a charge that he didn't even know of things that were going on. These are the new laws, the new things that are going on. A lot of times we're trying to tell the young bucks, hey, bro, settle down with that. Stop that nonsense. You don't understand where it's going. We're going to let you be in charge. Every time we turn around, you're in a fight, or you're in a brawl, or you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing the other. And now you want us to sit down. Why? So we can watch 62 years of work go down the drain? So it's difficult because old guys act like they know everything too. And we don't. We don't know everything. Like I can remember old guys refusing to get on the internet and refusing to be on social media. And for the longest time, they wouldn't let clubs be on social media at all, especially outlaw clubs. And the young guys come in. That's how young people, that's how they talk. That's how they communicate these days. And all of the tools that they have, the younger guys were like, well, we don't need those tools. Well, the older guys understand that these things can be monitored and things like that. And the younger guys say, oh, no, but this is encrypted. So there's a communication breakdown that happens between young and old that we need to fix in motorcycle clubs. And I will be the first to say that I can be downright dismissive. Some people think it's arrogant. Some people would think that I talk to kids, grown folks like they're kids. I've been accused of that. I've been accused of not having the right amount of respect when talking to younger guys. And I can absolutely say that it has come back the other way. So there needs to be a respect given to both sides and compromises made. Or you see your club split up. You see your good clubs get destroyed. You see older guys run so many young guys out of the club that their club dies. It falls to the wayside because you weren't smart enough to keep it going. You weren't smart enough to compromise. So that's what it's going to take. It's going to take compromising on both sides. Young guys, you're going to be in this club the rest of your damn life. You don't need to be in charge 2 years from now. Let people that are ahead of you, that have been at it, let them have their turn, and then let your turn come. Old guys, you can't sit on top of the throne forever and ever. You have to make way. And if you die, and your club doesn't have people qualified to lead, what the hell have you done? What good is it? You can't sit on your leadership throne and hoard all your information and experience to yourself and looking for some type of job security, and you die and there's nobody qualified to lead your club. You got to teach those young bastards as best you can, even though they're hard-headed and they don't want to listen. And you got to slap them in the mouth in as much as they'll tolerate, and you got to let them make some mistakes, some screwed up mistakes that may hurt the club. But as people really don't typically listen, what other choice are you gonna have if you expect to grow? Us old timers walk the walk and talk the talk. We are the backbone of biker culture, and that is true. But the young guys are walking the walk and talking the talk now too. The walk is different, and the language has changed. And so they're not walking our walk or talking our talk, they're walking their own reality. And so if we want to keep these people engaged and we want the club to grow, we have to figure out a way to make this happen. All right, so that's 20 minutes of this, and I hope that you guys got something from it. If you find that this helped you or will help somebody that you know, we would love it if you would like and share this channel here on Facebook and on YouTube, and you would share this video with someone that it might help. Also, like, follow, share, and subscribe. Subscribing and hitting the notification bell if you're on YouTube, and the follow button if you're on Facebook. You can find us, Black Dragon Biker TV, also on Instagram TV. The Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos is our podcast where you can listen to this from your truck or wherever you get podcasts. And also, you'll find us on bikerliberty.com, our online news magazine. Listen, if you're ever in Atlanta, we have bike nights on Sunday in Tucker, Georgia. That's where our clubhouse is. The Dragon's Lair, L-A-Y-E-R, L-A-I-R, L-A-Y-E-R, L-A-I-R, the place where you hang out, the lair. So this is the Dragon's Lair. We'd love to have you here on Sundays. If you send me an email, blackdragon@blacksabbathmc.com, I will send you the address, and we hang out Sunday nights, 6 o'clock p.m. And I think we're going to do a night sometime in the week, Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. But right now, it's Sunday nights here at the Dragon's Lair in Tucker, Georgia, a suburb of Atlanta. So if you're traveling through, or if you bought one of my books or something, you want to get it signed, be more than happy to see you, hang out with you, and over at the clubhouse. It'd be good to have you here. I think that's it. We got gear, blackdragonsgear.com. Please go over there and get you some gear. I'm so thankful for all of you who have been buying my books and gear. Absolutely appreciate you and love you all. And thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the 54,000 subscribers. We just went to 4,000 subscribers on Instagram. Thank you for the Instagram subscribers. And of course, we're sitting at 20-some thousand followers on Facebook. Thank you so much. I think we're at 100,000 followers across all of our platforms. So just want to thank you for that. Thank you for following us on the Instagram channel, and just thank you guys for everything that you do. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents down in the comment section below. Let me see. Do we have any questions real quick? God bless you, brother. God bless you, Julio Chingaling. Good to see you, my Black Sabbath brothers on here. We had a wonderful party out in the Inland Empire. I'm glad all my brothers are arriving home safely. We still have brothers in the Black Sabbath on the highway. So if you see our brothers, make sure to wave at them and let them know that you know about the Mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation. And absolutely, if they need something on the highway or whatever, my brothers are traveling across the country trying to get back home, all the way back to the East Coast. Most of them left Inland Empire, California, San Bernardino area this morning. So my brothers are rolling, and please look after them out there and say prayers that we all get home safely. We are a traveling motorcycle club. We get down on these 2 wheels, flying from coast to coast. So come check us out. If you're looking for come check us out, hang out with us. and maybe we're the kind of club you might want to prospect for. Love to see you. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks so much for tuning in, and get skinny.